Miss Sanders?
Yes, Judge. Did Larry David break the law? Of course he did. And yes, Larry is the one who's on trial here. But Larry David is not the one who should be on trial. It is this unconscionable, inhumane law that should be on trial. You can't give another human being water on a hot day? The district attorney will say, he broke the law. Case closed, simple as that. But what if the law said that black people have to ride in the back of the bus, or that Jewish people have to wear stars on their clothes? We know this law is wrong. Its only purpose is to scare people off from voting. It is an insult to democracy, and it goes against everything the Bible tells us, what our parents taught us. Ask yourself this. What would Jesus do if he saw a line of people sweltering in the heat, crying out for water? Would you convict Jesus? I think we all know the answer to that. And if you wouldn't convict Jesus, then you can't convict Larry. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Sanders.
We got him.
Good job.
Stay ready to call its first witness.
The state calls Joe Bocabella.
Who's Joe Bocabella?
Oh, my God. It's not Joe Bocabella. That's Mocha Joe.
Mr. Bocabella, I understand at one point you were in the coffee business.
Yes, I was. It was called Mocha Joe's. Maybe you heard of it.
Ever have a problem with anybody?
Not really. Normal stuff until one day Larry David came in.
Could you tell us what happened?
He started complaining. My scones were like muffins, too soft.
Yeah,
my
they were
tables
soft.
were wobbly, and that my coffee was cold, which it was not.
No, which it
Objection,
was.
Your Honor.
It was cold.
Relevance.
Goes to motivation, Your Honor.
I'll allow it.
And it ended there?
I wish. He came back in, and he said he was opening up what he called a spite store.
Oh, here we go.
A coffee shop right next door to my store, Mocha Joe's. He was trying to put me out of business.
This almost sounds fantastical.
It got even worse. I got a call in the middle of the night that Mocha Joe's was on fire. And when I got there, he was standing there, watching my beans burn. What did you do? He burned my beans!
I didn't burn your beans!
You burned my beans!
Joey Funkhauser started that fire with his big new penis!
Hey, David, shut your mouth. I'll have my bailiff do it for you.
What's he gonna do? Hit me? What are you gonna do?
State would like to call Matsu Takahashi. Mr. Takahashi, could you please tell the jury what your occupation is?
I own the golf club.
How are Larry David's interactions with the other members?
Oh, he's always disgruntled. And also, he never say four when he hit the ball. One time, he hit a member in the back with the golf ball.
Oh my God! Hey! What the fuck?
And I understand there was an incident involving some wildlife at the club.
Oh, yes. He killed my beautiful black swan, Yoko.
The swan attacked me! It was kill or be killed! It was self-defense!
Order! So desu ka. So desu ka.
The state is honored to call Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Vinman. Lieutenant Colonel Vinman, I understand you have a long history of uncovering corruption.
I reported President Donald Trump when he was sitting president, and he attempted to extort, in a quid pro quo, President Zelensky, who is now fighting a war against Russia. And President Trump ended up being impeached. I continue to expose corruption wherever I find it, and I will not tolerate corruption from Trump, Putin, or Larry David.
Come on. Trump, Putin, and Larry David. That's an unusual combination.
I overheard Larry David attempting to bribe a Santa Monica City Councilwoman.
It was a perfect call! A perfect call! Vinman, Takahashi, they fly all the way out here to do that? They fly to Atlanta? I don't know. What are we gonna do? What am I gonna do? This is looking bad.
Well, if I think of something, I'll let you know. I gotta get going.